gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Sean Wilbur.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Bury the Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast. My name is Del. That is Devin. How are you this week?
Doing great. Hanging in there.
Yeah, doing great. This week, yeah, it was a decent week, all around for life in general. We had some exciting things in the world of wrestling, some not so exciting things in the world of wrestling, as we talked about right before we jump on here, as we record on our classic Sunday. So let's just jump right into it. Let's just take it straight from the top. We're gonna do this the classic way. We're gonna jump into some WWE, and then
The other stuff.
yeah,
The other show.
yeah, if there's time. No, we'll talk about it. But yeah, let's just jump into the elephant in the room, the big elephant in the room, the premiere of WWE on Netflix. Gone are the days of cable wrestling on Monday nights. We are now on a streaming service week to week, and they definitely decided to give us a spectacle for their debut on Netflix. I mean, clearly we ain't gonna get this type of show every week. It's, come on now, but
So this was pay-per-view level.
yes,
Raw.
right. And I mean, you got a gigantic audience, everybody at the same time. You're live streaming across the world. They're going to give you that show. They're going to dive right into to the debut of Netflix with a lot. And they gave us a lot. So, before we jump in to things we like, things we didn't like, how did you feel about the overall debut of Raw on Netflix?
It was good. Surprisingly, it was good. It was no streaming issues, but also
no, not at all.
I'm running high-speed internet. My TV is a smart TV, but I'm Ethernet in. I don't do the Wi-Fi when I'm enjoying my programming.
Right.
So I had no issues with it. It's great that it's on Netflix because it opened up so much more of their catalog. My daughter's been on it since it hit. Has been watching tons of it. I even went back and watched some old matches and shows and stuff like that. I think it's only a year's worth of Raw.
Right.
But it's still good. Hopefully it'll add more content as they move along and
hopefully
and
so.
see.
Yeah, probably after we'll see what happens to, a lot of that stuff after everything's fully migrated off of Peacock at some point. But
because here's the crazy thing. One, it's off of Peacock. I'm sorry, Peacock, I gotta let you go.
it's the only thing you were holding on to.
I only have the highest tier Peacock because of my daughter. That's it. So she can watch wrestling.
And that's
all
it.
she wants.
Yeah, and that's it.
Once Peacock is gone, once WWE's gone off of Peacock, I got to get rid of it.
Okay.
There's nothing on Peacock. I don't think there's anything on Peacock that's worth watching.
You ain't watching Bel Air?
What's that?
Just apparently it's a modern take on the Fresh Prince. Not for me.
I didn't watch the old one.
Oh well, I watched the old one, but this one, nah, I'm not. I'm good.
I'm looking at Peacock right now.
I mean, if, hopefully they bring back
some movies.
Yeah, hopefully they bring back season 2 of Twisted Metal soon, and then
I don't need Peacock to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, see, Peacock got a lot of the old SmackDown and Raw, NXT, WCW, WWE, WWF Originals, ECW.
Yeah, see, now I don't know how much, if any of that stuff is going to migrate over to Netflix. That's the question.
So the question will be if
we lose all of that.
If Peacock loses all that, do I... Like, regardless, if Peacock loses the WWE stuff,
you're
I'm
gone. Fair
I'm
enough.
out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I do watch Peacock movies. I did use it to watch 26 seasons of Law and Order SVU.
Because that's there.
Because I had to. But like, even everything on here, I can get in another site.
That's fair.
Like, if I want to watch Scrubs again, or The New Girl, I don't watch anything with George Lopez in it. No offense, George. I'm a Gabriel Iglesias fan. Sorry.
You made your decision.
Long time ago. Long time ago. But yeah, I get it. You know, I'm excited to what Netflix is going to bring to the WWE and what the WWE is going to bring to Netflix.
Yeah, look, production was crazy.
Because, wow, actually, they got tons of stuff on here right now.
Netflix.
And tons of, like, if you just type in WWE and Netflix,
okay,
you got...
Beyond watching Raw live, I haven't actually delved in to see, what it is they have and what they don't have.
They got some good stuff. Raw, they got the WWE Raw Classics, which gives you some shows. They got Raw is on Netflix, whatever that means. They got WWE Superstar Profiles.
Okay.
They got WWE Raw Top 10. They got Road to WrestleMania.
Interesting.
Best of Raw special.
All right, so they have some content.
Yeah, they got WWE Legends. They got some content on here to watch.
All right, that's okay. That's good. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to actually get into what all they have and all they brought over. Once making a jump to Netflix, so that's good to know.
You even got you got Mr. McMahon, the docu series.
Yeah, if you
And it all ties into other sport and stuff they got. You can watch Glow.
Right, yeah.
Once you hit WWE, there's tons of content that you're going to get. In my opinion, if you're a sports fan and that's your thing outside of wrestling, Netflix got a good selection of programming, to just check in on.
That's good to know.
You ain't got to be like me spending $30 a month on the top tier Netflix package because I refuse to pay anything under 4K.
Correct.
And I stream. And you got to pay for like all these people to stream on your
yeah, you do.
account.
Yeah, you do.
And if there's ever a day I go on Netflix and I can't get on because there's too many users, I'm snapping.
Yeah. Like, what did I pay for?
It's my account. I've had it since 2012.
Yikes.
Yeah. I was on Netflix.
Time.
I was on Netflix when DVDs was still a thing.
Ooh. That's a long time. That's been a long time.
I remember putting my movies in a queue, watching them, mailing them back, getting new ones in the mail, excited, come home from work. Oh, I got new movies. What? No. Y'all don't know about waiting for a movie, people.
That's true. A lot of people probably don't. They have no idea the struggles.
Best Buy. Not Best Buy.
Blockbuster. West Coast Video. All that.
Imagine having to go to Blockbuster to get a taping of Raw.
Oh my God. From like 2.5 months ago.
And you showing up to the Blockbuster, they ain't got none on the shelf. So you standing at the door waiting for somebody to drop it off.
Yeah.
Every time somebody drop something off, is that Raw?
Is that Raw? Yeah. Is it?
Mm.
Is
Man.
that the July 9th edition of Raw?
Yeah. God forbid.
I got hurry up.
At least y'all got DVDs. I remember VHS renting movies.
Yeah.
I remember I had a car that you put the tape in and close it, and it automatically rewind the movie for you.
Yeah.
That was golden. When I got that, I was like, I thought it was hot stuff.
I remember going and buying the whole big pack of Maxwell VHS tapes.
Yes.
Just so I can record Raw.
Yeah. See, I recorded movies.
Okay. Yeah, I recorded Raw every week.
I remember when my grandmother bought me my first forehead VCR.
Yeah.
I was livid. Now people think now like they're nothing. But when they came out, you dropping $200-300.
Yeah.
On a VCR.
That was state of the art.
That was state of the art.
Yeah. You couldn't top that. You was living in luxury.
Then I remember I got my second one. Cause I would record movies off of movies, put one tape in one,
and then
Maxwell John in the other. Cause you can get 4 movies on a Maxwell tape.
Right. You ever had to? You don't know the struggle, and it's crunch time, and you ain't got no other tapes, and you gotta make a sacrifice, and like, damn, I might have to tape over something, and you gotta sit there. Oh man,
think about it. That's a life choice you don't want to make in life.
Nah,
that's like picking between your wife and your kid.
Yeah, you know how hurtful it is to cross off on that label some shit that you hold dear because you got to record over something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, this the 1995 Royal Rumble. I gotta.
Yeah.
This.
That was a satisfying moment applying that label tape onto the tape.
Yeah. You writing that joint down?
Handwriting was good then.
Oh, it had to be.
Write to save my life. But I made sure that looked good.
It had to be. It had to be legible.
I remember when the tape jumped, the label would fall off.
Oh yeah. You don't know what tape is what. You gotta spin out. You gotta figure out. You gotta fast forward through the whole tape to see what's on there.
Dang. Now we on Netflix.
Now
at our fingertips, Raw, right there.
Yeah, right there. Like they came out swinging. They wasn't playing. Papa H came out, did his little thing.
Yeah, that little video package.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. That was
yeah.
Surprisingly. That was a good video package. WWE, they do very well at getting you hype for stuff.
Yeah, because we watched it. Did we watch it? We watched it the next day. We didn't get to see it live.
Yeah.
Because school.
Right.
I'm not allowed to watch wrestling, Raw or SmackDown, without my daughter.
I mean, that's you gotta adhere to the rules. You can't just go around disobeying orders like that.
Yeah. We got out early. Made it home.
Okay.
Cooked up some food, sat down in front of the TV, and watched it.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Yeah, it was a damn good show. So they, of course, they started with the video package, and Triple H came out, did the whole welcome to Netflix thing, did the whole Are You Ready? And then, they started the show, and they kicked off the show in a big way. They just jump right into giving you the names, giving you the faces, giving you everything. Like you said, it was a pay-per-view-esque or PLE-esque type show. They gave you that atmosphere.
The Rock, though.
So this is what I'm talking about. So they started off with The Rock. I mean, it was the cat was out of the bag. Rock was in the area. Everybody knew. Obviously, it's Netflix. It's the debut. They're gonna top heavy this show like crazy. So there was no surprise that The Rock shows up here. So it came out, because it's a little promo. Of course, they got to big up the Netflix execs. They got to do the whole thing. And then,
see, for me, the order was off.
Okay.
I wouldn't have had Triple H. I would have had Triple H come out first, then a match, or 2 matches, then The Rock, then the Tribal Combat.
Well, they wanted to give you something. They wanted to give you something real hot to start the show with, and the way it was going, they were going to
give me the Women's Championship.
I mean, that could have been a good start.
I felt like it was a lot to give me Triple H then The Rock.
Okay,
because I was hyped after Triple H. Then
Yeah.
you throw The Rock out. He came out with a huge ovation.
of course, yeah.
Acknowledging Cody Rhodes.
Which was, so we just going, I guess, all that other shit that was going on last year.
He squashed it.
Yeah, we over that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He squashed it. It's
Okay.
over.
All right.
That
was some real AEW type shit, but
yes.
but hey, whatever.
It's cool.
Yeah, we all right.
What else did The Rock do? He acknowledged his cousin Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Said he's the he's the original tribal chief.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, Rock's High Chief now, all this whole other stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I really, really enjoyed that. I just think that it was just, you had me up here and you were trying to keep me up here. Let me get a little cool down.
Well, Rock probably had to get all this shit out the way so he can go ahead and get out of there. So
Don't
they did
commit.
they did the beginning. Then they give you the tribal combat match, which we're about to get into. But yeah, I mean, they started off the show. They definitely kept the pacing.
The energy was good throughout this show.
Yeah, it was.
There was one point where it dipped. But
Yeah,
we'll get to that later down in the show.
yes.
But they still tried to mill it. Yeah, even though they had a lot of big hitters in it, high production, they still tried to make it feel like a little raw.
Yeah,
with the backstage interviews and things like that. Like, it's still kind of,
they
let people know we still a TV show.
Yeah, it's still Monday Night Raw. Like, get used to this stuff. Don't get used to. You ain't gonna get all
celebrities popping out every.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get all this.
No.
You ain't gonna get the spectacular card that you got this week every week. You ain't gonna get that. It's gonna be.
There gonna be some lulls.
Yeah, look, next week gonna be Akira Tozawa and some shit. So don't even cool out. Like, don't don't get too hype. But yeah, so after The Rock, we jump right into the first match, the opening match, which was the Tribal Combat match, which was Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns, for the for the Tribal Chief moniker, the Ulafala, all that good stuff. And this was the first time they gave you that. We on Netflix entrances. So, the production, they got the drones fly in, they got all this stuff. They got the new set. They had all this stuff going on. Presentation wise, with the entrances and the introductions and all that stuff, they definitely gave you a big night, big fight feel for the show. And that was spectacular. I really enjoyed how it came off. And, getting into the match. So, from entrances to match to finish a match, tell me how you felt about the opening, I guess the opening presentation of actual action in the show. Cameras was a little different too. They did a couple of little subtle things.
Yeah, there was
camera work there.
There was a lot going on. And you can see the WWE has a lot more money now. A lot more money. Because the shots that they were getting, I'm like, how did they get that? Wait. Oh, there's drones flying around.
Yeah.
So first off, you got 4K 1080p drone cameras capturing people. So you got a whole aeronautics team in the back managing this.
Yeah.
I don't need that every show.
No,
It's great that it was here.
Yeah.
It should be sprinkled in. I think it should be more for crowd. Get a good crowd shot.
Right.
Of people. That's awesome. But it was a lot of money dumped into this one show.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of money. You can see, like you said, they got no equipment.
Yeah.
These ain't the same cameras.
It was a definitely different presentation.
Like these, the entrances for these people were nice. None of them really stood out. The only one that stood out we'll talk about later down the line, but none of the other entrances was really anything that really stood out to me. To like, oh wow, like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania type entrances.
Mm-hmm.
They were elevated,
right? Yeah,
but it was okay.
Yeah,
like,
it was still
I wasn't
Raw.
upset about it. Yeah,
It was still a Raw show.
Yeah,
But yeah, so let's talk about the Tribal Combat match. Let's talk about Roman versus Solo.
I'm glad this is over.
I mean, as far as
I am so glad this is over. I'm glad Roman got his Uda Flowers back. He got his necklace back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He got his red John back. I'm cool. But I am so sick of Solo, Tangaloa.
Well, Tangaloa sitting at home.
Well, what's the other brother name? Tamatanga.
Yeah, Tamatanga.
And Fatu. I am tired of them. I need these guys. First off, I need Fatu to do something else but being a hired gun. I am so tired of his talents being wasted on this.
I am definitely not in disagreement to that at all.
Like, it's too much.
Yeah.
The Tonga brothers, they're there.
Yeah, I mean, Tamatanga is okay. Tangaloa is the one, Tamatanga who's injured is,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm okay with them being around. I'm okay with them being in the background. Like, those two guys are good background dudes. I don't ever want to see them win a title. I don't ever want to see them do nothing solo like they're trying to branch out. No, this is your role. Stay here.
This is what you do.
Yeah. And Solo, I need to see less Solo for a long time. I don't want to see him for at least 3 months.
Maybe he disappears for a little bit, but maybe you don't see Solo until, I'm assuming he'll probably be in the Royal Rumble match. So maybe
that's fine.
Yeah. So maybe he disappears until the beginning of February when the Rumble happens.
Yeah, give me some time not seeing him.
Yeah, give him.
I've seen too much of him.
Give me a couple weeks until Solo comes back. But Solo is going to return next week, and we'll talk about that later on.
I'm just so tired of this guy. And he's not a bad dude.
No. But, there was a lot of fatigue with the new Bloodline stuff because
oversaturated.
No one bought Solo as this, leader, front man and leader of the Bloodline in any rendition of it.
I barely saw him as an enforcer.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, I didn't. He doesn't have that presence or that attitude of him being a threat.
He was when he was silent. Once he started, cutting promos and stuff like that, then it took a turn.
Yeah.
But yeah. So going through the match, this had a lot going on. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of near falls, but and we knew this was going to happen. You get the involvement of the new Bloodline, then of course, you get Sami Zayn and you get Jimmy Uso out there to try to counteract that, and then you get like the false finish moment where Roman's about to go for that spear and put him down, and then KO comes out, and then KO hits the stunner, and it's like, yo, is this really about to happen right now? But then Roman kicks out, and then we continue on until, of course, your bull comes out. Cody comes out. Cody makes that save. Cody evens everything out because obviously, with the KO Cody stuff that's going on, and that's going to happen at the Rumble also. So all that stuff tied into it. And then we had Roman finally putting down Solo Sikoa to win and become the official OTC, the only tribal chief, the one, and gets back to Ulafala.
You know what's crazy? What I think. So if you have the Ula flower, I can't pronounce it right. If you got the Ula,
Ula,
you're tribal chief,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Kevin Owens should just steal it. Kevin Owens should just steal it. That would be so awesome.
Now, after Roman wins the match and Paul Heyman, grabs the Ulafala, we have The Rock returning back out. So Rock comes back out. Rock gets in the ring, the whole thing, and then The Rock asks for the Ulafala from Paul Heyman to give to Roman Reigns. Now, here's at this point, I'm like, all right, and they're doing the whole camera shot thing where it's like, all right, you got The Rock, you got Roman face to face. Rock's got the Ulafala in his hand. I'm waiting for the moment for like Rock just to like stare Roman in the face and then put the Ulafala on himself.
I thought about that as well.
I thought that was going to happen.
That, yeah.
Like I was sitting there. I'm like the way it just kind of looks like that. Like everything was like in the perfect position for it to happen, but that doesn't happen here. The Rock gives the Ulafala to Roman Reigns, and then we just have a good family time, and it's fine. I think something this ain't all the way over. But
now, I don't think The Rock isn't going to be on the show that often. He's too busy messing up movies.
Yeah, no.
So I think I think it's actually done.
Okay.
Because, who's on 2K25? Who's on it? Roman's on it.
Huh?
With the flower. The Ula.
Flower.
So I think this is done. I really do. And when the show, you see Fatu and the other Tonga brother engaging in other activities.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that this is done. There should be one more interaction between Solo and Roman. Solo needs to just acknowledge it and fall in line.
Man, who knows? Like I said, I'm guessing something. I'm guessing Solo's going to be in the Rumble also, and there might be, who knows? But yeah, we kind of got for the moment, the feel good moment between Rock and Roman and Heyman. And Roman triumphs and moves on once again as the tribal chief in the WWE universe. So
he'll be gone for a while.
Yeah, so he's out. He's back on his go. Well, he certainly wasn't on SmackDown.
No. He ain't show up.
No, of course not. So we had that. And then we moved on from that match to, I believe this was the Cena segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so John Cena came out doing the John Cena stuff, which isn't bad. I mean, Cena in the WWE universe, it's one of those things where, it was a fad. It was cool to hate him. Everybody was down on Super Cena, which, I mean, I understood. Like, he was the same thing with the rebellion against Roman Reigns when they were trying to put Roman Reigns as, like, the top guy, top babyface, and WWE is like, all right, dude, you keep jamming this dude down our throats. We get it. Like, this is the guy. This is what you want. I get it, but let us make that decision. And then that's where the whole, everybody hated John Cena. If you were over the age of 15, you hated John Cena.
I don't think I hated John Cena.
Yeah, like it was fine.
But I don't care about his retirement.
Okay.
Like, it's not it doesn't really faze me any that he's retiring.
Okay.
Like, I don't, like, what did he announce? He announced that he's joining the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's in the Rumble. He's going to try to, win the Rumble, obviously, go to WrestleMania, break the record, do all this and that. But, you got to figure for, I guess, people now coming back around to Cena, it's one of those things where, a lot of fans are acknowledging his contributions obviously to WWE.
I can see that.
Like you got to figure, even in the midst of everyone hating him and everyone like, all right, damn, but you really look at it, he held down WWE over 10 years, like just him. He was the face, and he held it down for longer than any other, one of the top guys in, who had their era in WWE. So it's like, okay, it's all right. This guy's winding down. So, the farewell tour, I guess, it's warranted, for that part of it, for that part of, his stature and his standing and his history of being in the WWE. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me at this point in time right now, I feel like I don't know. Like, you can ask me this every week and it'll probably change, but right now I think he might win a Rumble. I don't know.
To me, it doesn't matter.
That's fair.
You're leaving.
It's fair. I mean,
I'm like,
he hasn't been around for a long time. Anyway, it's not like he's a current roster member. You know what I mean? He's not like week to week. So
it's like you putting your 2 weeks. It's like you putting your 2 weeks in at work, and I'm expecting you to work.
Yeah,
like I don't feel it.
Right.
Like I get it. Like I like John Cena. Nothing against him.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't need all this.
Okay.
For me, he should never came out. He should have showed up at Royal Rumble.
Just popped up at the Rumble.
Just popped up. That would have been more exciting for me than you giving me this huge game plan to break down what you're gonna do. No, dude, chill, retire, but just show up and cause some problems or interject yourself into things.
Show up and cause some problems.
And then when it's your last day, put somebody through the table real quick. Grab Pat McAfee.
Get the big send off and do all that.
Yeah. Like but I hold no stakes in John Cena.
Okay.
Whatsoever. That's my
fair.
thing. Like I don't see him or don't see him. Well, you're
can't
Peacemaker. You're not John Cena anymore. You're Peacemaker. Like if you told me I'm not playing Peacemaker anymore, then I might have a problem with you. That's who you are. You stopped being John Cena when I was a kid.
Okay.
Now I'm back into wrestling. You popping up here and there. Good to see you. It's like an old friend you ain't seen in a while. Hey, how you doing? You ask him about the day, but you don't really care.
Yes.
But then when you came out as Peacemaker, like, that's my buddy.
Yeah,
here's Peacemaker.
The guy.
I need you to come out at the Rumble dressed as Peacemaker. That's what I need.
I mean,
I see him as Peacemaker now.
Hey, look, that's fair.
All right, you can't see me. No, I don't see you no more because you're Peacemaker.
I see Peacemaker.
That's it.
But yeah, so, John Cena lays out this whole, the plan for winning the Royal Rumble, going to WrestleMania, winning the title, breaking the record. I mean, they've been touting John Cena as the greatest of all time for a long time. That's just, a name they've given him and things that they've said about him. Let's just say he wins the Rumble. Let's just say he goes to WrestleMania. Let's just say he wins the championship, breaks the record, all this other stuff. Then, that would kind of sort of solidify it in the WWE universe as a whole.
But you're going to take the belt from Cody? This early?
I mean, it could be. Yeah, I mean.
Now, I wouldn't mind Cena and Cody in the ring.
Now you also get this gray area in WWE specifically where they count championships as like sometimes they'll count them as only the WWE title. Sometimes they'll count it as WWE and World Heavyweight Champion, and they'll just put them all together. So it's like, which one are we doing here? Because if he wins the World Heavyweight Championship, and then they're like, all right, well, he's, world, because technically it's a world title. So you can say, all right, now he's world champion this many times.
Who has the other belt? Gunther.
Yeah.
Now that's it. He can challenge Gunther.
Yeah, it could.
I'm for that. For that. Gunther needs to lose the belt. I'm tired of Gunther. As much as I love Gunther, I'm tired of him having this belt.
The title reign is less.
It's weak.
It leaves a lot to be desired.
His last one was awesome. Mm-hmm. This one is weak.
Yeah, they're
I think because I saw so much of it.
Yeah.
So let Cena win the Rumble. Cool. Let him go for Gunther. Let him beat Gunther. That'll be a much better match between him and Cody. Much better match. Him and Gunther, much better match.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Get that belt. Cool. Get you a number one contender. Drop it to...
Yeah, let's just say he wins it. He would obviously lose it. Unless they do the whole, we'll have him retire as a champion thing, but I doubt that.
Let him. Why not?
I mean, it will be fine, but
if you let Cena retire as a champion, then you got a whole new thing. You can build a whole new tournament around.
You could.
Who's going to get the belt?
You could. It could be.
You're going to get people coming out the woodwork trying to fight for this belt. That's going to make it even better. Whoever gets it next, that would make it even sweeter.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You definitely could. That is
Let
the
man retire a champ.
That is an option. I guess that would be like the perfect send off for it. Then after that, what do we get?
Liv Morgan and Rhea.
Yes, we got Liv and Rhea, and your prediction came true. Before we get to all that, the match for you.
Not as good as their last one.
I can see that.
Not as good as their last one.
I can see that.
Because for me, it was so predictable.
Yeah.
I knew Liv wasn't keeping this belt. Rhea needs to have this belt. Rhea's a better champion.
Going into a new era.
Lose the belt.
No, true.
Finally
gets it back.
And it gets Liv off of TV for a while. I'm done with Liv. I'm trying to see Raquel and Rhea. I need that. Because weren't they friends back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I need. I don't need to see Liv. I'm glad that, this ended the way it did. I do want to see the fallout of it, though.
Okay.
I want to see the breakup between Liv, Dirty Dom. I want to see that thing crumble.
I mean, the beginning, it could have technically been the beginning of the end.
Mm-hmm.
After Rhea wins the championship here, of course, you get the whole Dom thing. But I mean, it could also just be Dom being a slime ball, and
he only goes after champions,
right? So could we do the thing where Liv's like, yo, WTF, or do we just keep it moving?
I think you should have it as Dom is like, you lost the belt. I'm out. I'm done with you. So then Dom, who ends up pulling Raquel, because move on to the next person going after the belt, and I think it's going to be Raquel Rodriguez. Dom pulls after Raquel. Carlito slides in like, yo, what are you doing? That's my lady. That caused a rift between them. Raquel, like, I don't want neither one of y'all.
Right.
I just want to see the Judgment Day thing crumble.
Yeah.
And I want it to be entertaining. I don't want it to be boring. I don't want them to just go their separate ways or have an argument and go to. Give me a little bit of story. You know, I watched Guiding Light As the World Turns, Young and the Restless as a kid. Give me a little something.
That's fair.
Something
That's
that
fair.
I can, you know, a little romantic drama
Yeah, little. Yeah.
in the mix.
Little CW. Little
Yeah,
CW
it
drama.
ain't gotta be long.
Right. Just something.
Something.
Okay.
Something in my mind, it makes sense.
Okay. All right,
So it doesn't just fade away. And I'm still waiting for the other two guys, JD and Finn, to do their backstabbing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I would assume we're going to get there pretty soon. We'll see.
You know? Still waiting on them two.
There.
Well, not JD. I don't think JD's really a thinker.
No one really had it. No one. JD's just kind of hanging out. Nobody really.
I don't think he's a thinker.
Right.
He's gonna do what Finn wants.
Right.
Well,
yeah. Him and Finn will probably be a package deal, whatever goes on.
Even though I like JD wrestling better than Finn's,
Okay.
I enjoy JD's style better than Finn's.
Okay.
But JD, he looked like he little. How can I say this?
Wait, hold on now.
Intellectually challenged.
Okay.
Like he comes off.
It's a decent way to put it, I guess.
He has that stare of like the lights. Look at the pretty lights. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to wrestle, but the lights look good tonight. He comes off, and I do. I like JD. When JD took that hit to the head, busted his dome open, and still came back out.
Yeah,
like you the man.
Yeah,
this is you need a little bit. They need to showcase you a little bit more. You're a champion.
Yeah, I mean he did great as when they did the NXT stuff and all that. I think he was cruiserweight champion and all that. It was good stuff, but main roster, you get lost in the shuffle a little bit. But
yeah,
I mean he's in a constant act. He's on TV every week, so
yep.
It's not that bad, but but yeah, I completely understand. Then what did we get? We got this was Drew and Jay, right?
Oh,
anything happened in between that?
Yeah, the general manager.
Oh yes,
Chad Gable.
Yes.
Penta.
Yeah, so they hyped all this Penta stuff up. They were like, oh, on January 6th, it's gonna be, this is, this. And the thing was, they just gave us a video package telling us that it was Penta, and we already knew it was Penta.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, I knew who he was.
They just wrote his name on the video package. That's all.
Yeah.
It was like we thought we were gonna get like the debut of Penta on January 6th, the way they was hyping it up. It was like, nah, we just gonna tell you what you already know.
When I saw the symbol a while back, I'm like, that's familiar. And I knew it was a luchador, but I didn't know who. Because I don't know. I'm horrible with names.
You're like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm excited to see Chad Gable. Well, once again, like I said, I think Chad Gable is one of the best in-ring wrestlers in WWE.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree.
I'm not expecting anything but greatness from this match between him and Penta.
I'm excited to see Penta's presentation in WWE because that's the question. You always want to see how the new place presents this personality. So what's it going to be like? What's the entrance like? What's the music like? How they're going to present him? What are they going to talk about? How are they going to sell Penta to us?
No talking.
That's fair.
Silent. That's what I would like him as. Okay. Silent. Jackie Redmond backstage trying to interview him. He just look at her,
walk away,
walk off.
Well, do the 0 and walk away.
Yeah, I'm done with him.
Okay.
He ain't got to say a word. Just do you.
Just do you. But yeah, no, I'm excited for that. So we're gonna find out exactly how Penta operates in WWE. We're gonna find that out tomorrow. So that should be exciting, definitely. Then we got Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre.
Drew should have won. Drew should have won.
I mean,
you give Jey, y'all hype Jey up
First
so
of all,
much.
First of all, you gave him the whole Travis Scott thing, which was crazy.
That right there was inappropriate.
Which was crazy. That was pretty crazy.
That was inappropriate in my opinion.
That was wild. Yeah. I wasn't.
I don't mind you. What you do in your own home?
It's great.
Cool.
Fantastic.
I'm not judging nobody for how you party.
Right. I
don't
need
my kids seeing nothing like that.
Fair.
I don't expose my children to nothing like that.
More than fair.
My kids are watching wrestling, but we don't do the drug thing. I would be offended if I was in an audience having to be exposed to that.
I agree.
That right there was I don't know who the guy was. I heard he made the music for Raw. Cool, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's done some things. He's out of our we're not
okay, this is not us.
It's not us.
So I get it, but to come out with that, I wasn't cool with that one.
Yeah,
not at all.
Yeah, that was a little crazy.
That's too much.
Yeah,
and I know people
I
say,
agree.
"Oh, Stone Cold drank beer." We don't know what he drank. We don't. We don't know what's in them cans.
True.
We don't know.
But yeah, I was like, it was whatever.
And he was a little aggressive. The dude, what's his name?
Travis Scott.
He was a little aggressive to people in the stands.
I guess
he wasn't. I guess he's not prepared for the pat on the backs and the touching.
Right.
I don't think he was cool with that. He looked a little aggressive.
Yeah, but I mean, you had to know you were going to go through the crowd.
Yeah, and the crowd is touchy-feely. They're not going to grab you.
You're right, no.
But they're going to pat shoulders, high fives, handshakes, hand slaps, things like that.
I'm sure you've tagged a few hands when you were at your concerts. So,
yeah, I don't. That kind of dropped G a level for me coming out with that type of situation.
Yeah, I mean,
I would expect better.
Yeah, like that. Like the entrance for me wasn't, whatever. Wasn't. I could have definitely left that where it was at.
Yeah,
but I mean, the match was fine. Jey gets the win.
But why? What does it do for Jey? He had a title for like 2 days. And like he's not like people like Jey Uso. I get that. I'm not upset about that. But what you doing with him? Are you giving him a title? You not giving him a title?
No.
Because he's gonna cool off soon. You can't keep this up that long.
I mean, unless you plan on, this buys more time for, Drew to still not be happy, get more, come back, get more of a measure of revenge on him, and then, we keep this thing moving a little bit more.
I want Drew to get a belt, but I don't want to keep it long.
Long enough to have like a celebration and...
Not even that long.
No? You don't want him to do like a whole I told you so celebration thing?
No, because I need the fire to stay under him.
Okay.
I need him to stay angry. Happy Drew is not a good Drew. I need him to be angry. I'm going to be agitated.
Well, this keeps him angry and agitated. He took this loss, so, he doesn't feel great about that. So
I need him to just keep snapping and just trying to act like he makes sense. Because think about it. If you really, really think about it, Drew doesn't make sense most of the time. His actions, his words and his actions don't add up.
But when they do,
Yeah,
they on.
because
When he makes his right points, then you be like, all right, yeah, you right. But
he's kind of irrational.
slightly. He's slightly irrational.
And I hated Drew. I hated him. Couldn't stand him, man. Thought he was the dumbest dude ever. But he grown on me. I like Drew now. I like this Drew.
And so, but yeah, so maybe that's what maybe that's what happens. Maybe that's what gets it. Then what did we have on the show?
We had Gabriel Iglesias talking trash about the New Day.
Mm-hmm.
Then the announcement of Roman Reigns being on WWE 2K25.
Mm-hmm.
Then Seth Rollins and CM Punk came out to wrestle. What happened before that is garbage. It doesn't even require it.
No. I want to let's So what we did get a little bit as WWE was cranking out the stars, it was showing a lot of celebrities in the audience. They were, giving you a lot of fanfare, a lot of big names they were showing. Macaulay Culkin was out there.
Good to see him. He looks good.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin was great.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, you got, like you said, I got Gabriel Iglesias. It's just star after star after star after big name, Hollywood guys. You got the N-Flix people out there, and Wale,
I don't know who that is, but
I respect Wale. I like Wale a lot.
What is he?
Good. He's a music artist. He's a rapper. Good guy.
Like Wyclef John?
No. He actually, well, you don't like Biggie, but he does Big E's theme, and he hosts every WrestleMania. He does like a Wale Mania type thing.
Oh,
every in the in the city that WrestleMania is in and all that. He's a respectable guy. He's a good dude. I like Wale. But we got the stars. You got the big names, and then they give you arguably the biggest name that they thought that they was gonna give you. That music came, that real American music played.
yeah.
And then the chorus of boos started. Hulk Hogan comes out. And poor Jimmy Hart came out, caught all them strays.
He kept that flag flowing though.
Hey, look, Jimmy Hart caught all them strays. They was like, look, just go out there and wave the flag for a while Hulk Hogan come out, talk, and promote his beer and try to put over everybody.
Come on. Why did he think this was going to work?
It didn't work before the last time, but this was worse. So I think it's like people are getting fed up and you keep bringing him out. Like you keep thinking this is a good idea. And like it just erupted, man.
Hulk Hogan has done some horrific things.
Yes.
He ruined TNA. Hands down, ruined that.
Whew.
He was fired from WWE after the racism scandal. And what was that? I don't even know when that was.
Yeah, but the whole, his daughter and...
what he said about the daughter can't date black men and call them N-words and all that?
Yeah,
crazy.
If she were to, we would rather it be a basketball and with the hard ER.
Dumb.
And then all the whole crazy sex scandal stuff and all this other dumb stuff he was involved in. And then all the, just egregious and habitual lying over all these years of just the dumbest things in the world that you could lie about. That's just the type of person he is.
And you got to think about it. Like, everybody who hated him, Bret Hart hated him. Billy Kidman hated him. Who else? MVP hated him.
It's just just people don't
Hey,
bang with Hulk Hogan. Like,
Shawn Michaels can't stand him. What's the other boy? Who with the gloves? Mankind.
oh,
Hated
Mick
him.
Foley? Yeah, Mick Foley.
Yeah, Mick Foley.
Man, just first of
I don't
all,
even think the Undertaker like him.
I've never, ever in the history of my existence on this planet, ever in life, ever gave a shit about Hulk Hogan. Ever. Never. Not as a kid, not as a young adult, nothing. I did not give a damn. I never got it. I never understood it. People always make the argument, oh, well, wrestling wouldn't be wrestling if, Hulk Hogan would have. He did nothing for me. Maybe he did a lot for the business. Yes, I get it. I understand. He did a lot for the business in terms of putting it on the map, doing this and that, all that and that. I didn't care. He was always worthless to me. In the ring, all that. I could care less. I was interested in anybody else other than Hulk Hogan.
And wouldn't get in the ring with nobody. He refused to wrestle.
Yeah, that don't work for me, brother. That's you hear people say that, or you see it written down. That doesn't work for me, brother.
Like anytime the Macho Man makes a whole song about you,
listen,
there's a problem.
Macho Man put that shit on wax.
He did.
Look, man, straight up. Not for nothing, that Macho Man album was pretty dope.
My daughter was found it.
I own it. I bought it when it dropped. I went to FYE, picked that joint up.
FYE?
Yeah, I picked that joint. Picked up the compact disc. Macho Man's album. It had good structure too. Like it had it had his regular songs in there, and it had his diss tracks, Hogan, and then it had the little the love Jones in there and everything. Like he had structure. It was structured legit. Like go ahead. But
Macho Man.
But yeah, no, this was not a good idea. He came out there, tried to talk all this bullshit, tried to promote this beer that nobody gives a shit about.
I heard nothing he was saying.
He couldn't even get nothing to make any sense because nobody wanted to hear it. And
did he react to it?
I'm pretty sure he didn't feel good about it when he left. But hey, look, that was very entertaining to me.
Oh, he did react to it.
Great.
He was surprised.
Really?
Let me find a quote.
Oh my God. How could anybody? Surprised.
He said that he said apparently the reaction was unexpected by WWE and Hogan alike.
How the hell did the people didn't expect you? Like, come on, WWE.
They knew there was going to be fire behind this.
First of all, he's been out there before, and the crowd booed him. Not to this extent, not to this extreme, but he wasn't well received the last time he was out there. So what the fuck? How are you not expecting this?
Yeah, what do you say? Yeah, he told sources that he was surprised by the reaction of the fans.
Oh.
So when he came out, got booed, and then went back after the promo, he was instantly disappointed that the fans turned on him, but he wasn't pissed.
Can't believe people don't like my lying racist ass.
No, this is ridiculous. He's delusional. He's delusional. There's no way he thought this would be a good idea.
Are you bringing out a product? You gonna try to push a product on us?
Yes, a product I never even heard of. Never even heard of it. I don't drink alcohol because, I got meds that I take.
You try to push something for us to buy? and support with your name on it.
He said, "What you gonna do?" And then boom.
Yeah, motherfucker, what you gonna do now?
Get out of here.
Go away.
But I give him this. He pushed through.
He
He walk away.
No, I mean, he can't really, run him off of there, but he took them lashings. He felt that on the way out.
It would have been worse if it was dead silent.
Yeah.
There was I saw a TikTok, a bunch of people cosplaying as wrestlers, and they were saying Hogan sucks. And then there's one dude dressed up like Hulk Hogan standing in the side. And you always hear him as Hogan doesn't suck.
You get that one. You always get that one guy. You got your Hogan supporters. You got people that will can't let it go or will. And I get it. If you want to separate the man from the Hulk Hogan character that you grew up, known, loved, to, say your prayers, take your vitamins, that if that's what you hang on and that's what you fell in love with, cool. If you can't, if you don't want to differentiate the man from that, that's on you. That's cool. Whatever. You do you enjoy. But,
well, see, when I differentiate like that, it's not because the person is a horrible individual.
Right. It's
The
usually
Rock and Dwayne Johnson. Do I like The Rock? Yes. Do I hate Dwayne Johnson, the franchise killer? Yes. They're two different people in my eyes.
You're right.
Yeah. Do I like King the Conqueror? Yes. Did Johnny M allegedly do something crazy? Yes. But that was all thrown out, so that don't matter. Did I like The Flash? No. Do I like Ezra Miller?
No. All that complete wash right there. But this is a little different. Like, you're going to get those people. Like I said, you do you. If you live in your headspace where you want to try to make sense of how you feel about Hulk Hogan versus the type of person that he is, that's on you. But he that motherfucker ain't nothing. He ain't no good.
No. I'm just looking at all the trash stuff he said and done.
Yeah, look, man.
To be honest, I wouldn't even shake the man's hand.
Nah.
I wouldn't even acknowledge he's there. You couldn't pay me.
No,
There's not enough money. Let me back that up. I'm lying. There is a number that you could pay me to talk to Hulk Hogan.
There's a number.
To be honest. But if I had disposable income and I could reject this, I wouldn't talk to him.
Yeah,
but
I would be.
Hogan, you want to come on this show? You want to say your piece? I'll talk to you.
He ain't gonna do that. He don't want to talk. He don't want to talk to. He want to talk to us.
Yeah, we too dog for him.
Yeah, me and Mark. He ain't want to go to them black colleges Mark Henry wanted to take him to.
Nope.
He said, "Nah, I ain't doing all that shit, man. Who? I'm not." That's too many.
I think he really feels. I think Hulk Hogan really feels as though that his actions are justified. He probably feels like, "Oh, I've made mistakes in the past." Yeah. You've made several of the same mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, I can forgive one, two, but you got a long list of dirt.
And you ain't even trying to acknowledge him.
I'd have more respect for this man if he came out and he was like, you know what? I don't really like black people.
Yeah, I suck. I don't. But no, he not. You ain't gonna get none of that.
Just be honest.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna be cool with you. I respect the honesty. But you ain't about that life.
No.
So, it was good to see him get booed.
It was great.
And somebody need to email Triple H and be like, dude, cut this out. Cut this out. You could have had anybody come out. You had the Undertaker come out and not say nothing.
Yeah, he didn't say nothing.
Nothing. He rode a bike, looked at the camera, and left.
He didn't do nothing.
And the Undertaker, you know, besides his political views,
right.
right.
Well, yeah, you know,
right.
yeah. He ain't did nothing to make me be like, you know what, you ain't. Not that I seen nothing public. Not that I seen.
No.
But yeah, that was that was very entertaining.
You know, what would it a tribute to Chris Benoit would have been a better thing than fucking Hulk Hogan coming out. Right?
Oh, I'm gonna say nothing about none of that. I can neither. I'm just not.
All right. That was a.
Come on, y'all. Yeah, come on.
That was a joke, people.
Yeah, come on now.
It's tragic what happened.
Like, come on. Yeah.
Back in
Yeah.
2007.
We saying all that to say Hulk Hogan a piece of shit.
Yes,
that's the
severity of it.
That's literally what. That's literally what that was.
That's how far I'm willing to take it.
Yeah, that's literally what we wanted to drive home.
And I'm not cutting it. It's going out there.
We are anti Hulk Hogan everything. Like I said, I never cared, and you know, it's a lot. It just entertains me. It fills me with joy when people beat the shit out this man. So it's great. Speaking of great, we had our main event here. A lot of time in the making. Injuries pushed this thing back, and you know, all this and that. But we finally got it. We finally got it on the debut of N-Flix.
Was it worth it?
I enjoyed the match.
Yeah, but it wasn't wasn't a blood for me.
It wasn't like one of those hardcore, you know, finally get the blow off WrestleMania type matches.
Well,
that I thought we were going to stretch it to.
CM Punk did make Seth bleed from the air.
True. And this is I'm pretty sure this isn't over.
No.
but
the crazy thing is, like, CM Punk, after when, you know, he rolled over to Seth and asked him if he was okay.
I mean, you gotta be professional.
I didn't think I was gonna catch that.
Yeah, you gotta be professional.
But he rolled over, like, all right. Then he rolled over to the ref, go check on him.
But this match was really good. I really enjoyed it. They definitely gave you a main event match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Like I said, this was one of those matches where I kind of didn't care either way who won.
Neither did I.
Didn't really matter. Because it's not going to end. Like, this isn't the end of it. You know, like, somebody's going to be unhappy about it. I mean, who knows what happens now? Like, does Seth descent into madness now that he lost? Does he not take it well? And then does this turn into something a lot bigger in terms of, you know, where Seth continues to go as a character, or what? Who knows?
I don't want Seth to be another Drew with CM Punk.
Right. However, Drew been trying to plant them seeds.
Yeah. But who is CM Punk going to team up with? He ain't got no friends.
No, he does not.
Like,
that's a good question.
He ain't got no friends. Like, nobody. He ain't got no allies, nothing. You don't see him hanging with nobody, buddying up.
No.
And just to have Drew and Seth go after CM Punk, that's kind of boring.
Then, you know, of course, Drew is, you know, hanging around with KO and this Cody thing, too, so. And I think they're going to wind up moving. I think it looks like Drew's going to wind up being on SmackDown, I think.
Okay.
But who the hell knows, really?
Drew?
It doesn't matter.
Seth, Kevin Owens. Nah, that's just, it's too much of variety for me. I'm not feeling Seth, Drew, and Kevin. I'm not feeling Seth and Drew I'm not feeling KO with any of them.
You don't like any of this combination?
No, nothing's sitting right now because nothing's making a connection for me.
Okay.
Kevin is more of the wild card. Drew, you're looking more at somebody who is a lurker sitting back watching.
Mm-hmm.
Seth is an action man. He gonna get in your face and do things. I'm not seeing how that would connect with each other. Right now, I'm not. Maybe down the line something changes.
Right.
But I don't know just yet.
Okay. Interesting. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see, man. I don't know where this goes though. Like from here, like, does it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
But remember when the show started and we talked a little bit about what we was going to do today, and I did say jokingly if we had time we would talk about AEW, and it turns out we don't have time to talk about AEW. We're gonna wrap this shit up. A bunch of dumb shit happened on AEW this week that still doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. They had Jeff Jarrett, MJF, whatever the fuck that was. Will Ospreay and Buddy Matthews was really good. I really enjoyed that.
We didn't get to SmackDown.
Yeah, no, we ain't
got SmackDown.
Yeah, not happening on SmackDown. There's some Cody and some KO stuff. Motherfuckers went through a table.
Yeah, and Bailey's going after the belt.
Yeah, they had it was a fatal 4-way match.
Yeah,
it was Naomi, Bianca, Nia, and Bailey. After Tiffany's celebration got cut short. Shinsuke and LA Knight had a decent match.
So Jacob and them came busting stuff.
Yeah, LA Knight and old bloodline, new bloodline, whatever you want to call them, had a little interaction earlier on in the night. I mean,
Bobby Lashley and Mark Briscoe on Dynamite was good.
That was good. Like I said, Buddy and Ospreay was good.
Mm-hmm. Kenny Omega came out, beat up.
Okay,
Dom.
yeah. That was it. Yeah, I was about a
Coop is out there changing his name, but I don't care.
Coop. Yeah,
and can we give props to Hobbs?
Powerhouse Hobbs won that battle royal, which was pretty dope. Yeah,
about time Hobbs get a chance at something. You
know? they going and then he'll once he loses, we ain't never gonna hear from him for about another 6 to 8 months, because that's usually what happens.
What sucks.
Yeah, that's usually what they do with poor Hobbs. So I mean, we gave you something to AEW. So
yeah, you got a little taste.
Yeah, we got a little taste.
About it.
SmackDown was more interesting, but SmackDown really didn't have a whole lot going on. If you've seen last week's episode of SmackDown, it was a little more the same of that. But we really wanted to delve into the whole N-Flix thing, so we started talking about that, and then how dumb Hulk Hogan was. And
N-Flix, holla at us. We'll stream.
Hey, look, absolutely.
Yeah. At least send us a T-shirt or a hat.
Yeah, I'll wear it. I'll wear it.
I wear a hat every episode.
Yeah, I'll wear it till the stitches come off of that thing.
Yeah, come on, N-Flix.
Hey, why not? But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for us. We thank you for joining us on the Bury the Booking podcast. Please like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will be back next week. Later.